Inspirational Lady Noble 365 term. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. Everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. Which you need only what resonates and the rest for someone else, okay? As a tool, this is not the final rule. The first card that we're starting off with, collective, is the Ten of Wands. So you could be in energy that you feel, you need to ground yourself. You could have Sagittarius placement in your chart somewhere, and also Saturn energy in your birth chart, But either way, you are dealing with a situation that could be very burdensome for you. I'm picking up that there could be something maybe in your household that is stressing you, getting on your nerves, okay? This could be maybe your significant other. This could be maybe you have young teenage children. Maybe someone is breaking curfew, okay? Somebody's breaking curfew. That's different, okay? Or maybe you have maybe a live-in, a boarder. Maybe you took in someone, you let someone to live with you, and maybe them staying there is causing some kind of turmoil in your household, okay? The next card that we have here is the Knight of Swords. And so I'm picking up, you feel like you have to constantly fight and defend. Every day there's some kind of disagreement or discord in your home, and you're getting kind of tired of it. You're coming home from work and you're wanting to relax, and every day someone is arguing. It's the children. Maybe you took in a relative, a brother, a sister, a cousin, a niece, a aunt. Put it where it resonates, but it's becoming a burden. It's starting to overwhelm you. There's arguments and disagreements, each and every day, and you're just looking for some form of peace. You have to state your case. You're constantly in action with these swords here. You're constantly having to. I'm seeing someone get in between two people about to fight, screaming, yelling. He did this, she did that. Okay. And it's causing you, I'm seeing someone also who doesn't even like to go in their house when they pull in their driveway because they know or you are expecting that someone has something to tell you. So I'm picking up that this could be young adults. Maybe you have teenagers, siblings who's arguing with each other, or someone that you took into your home. Maybe they're not cleaning up after themselves. Maybe they're just not keeping up to their end of the agreement. Maybe they agreed to pay a certain amount of money. Maybe they're not paying that. Maybe they're eating all the food. I don't know, not pulling the trash. I'm picking up a whole lot of different energy here. But there's just something every day and you're looking for peace. So I see you telling this person, giving them announcements to find somewhere else to move. You really don't want to do this, but it's starting to affect your happiness, your well-being in your home. It's affecting your peace, and your health is your wealth. And so I see you letting this person know, that you are no longer with the Eight of Swords. Keep yourself binded or to the situation. You're like, sorry, not sorry. You got to go. It's just too much going on, too much arguing, too much bickering. You're not keeping to your agreement. I told you just to give me X, Y, Z. You haven't gave me anything since you've been here. You won't clean up after yourself. You won't take out the trash. You know what? I'm just tired of asking you. Okay. Or this person could also be creating turmoil and different disagreements and arguments between your children. Okay. All right. So the energy is just off in the household. I'm picking up. The energy is just off. It's not what it's supposed to be. Okay. The Ten of Coins upside down. This represents family, but it's upside down. So the energy is not what it's supposed to be. It's very imbalanced, and you're ready to regain your peace. I don't blame you. Okay. The next card we have here is the Six of Wands. And so you're ready to be in the energy of celebrating, not being angry and upset. And so, as I said, you hate to tell this person they got to go, but you're going to tell them they got to go because it's becoming too much. I'm also seeing some kind of altercation possibly broke out, not with you, but with the siblings, the children, or this niece or nephew, this family member that you took in, some kind of altercation. Yeah. When it gets to the physical, the violent, somebody got to go. Oh, and I'm hearing you saying, you haven't paid me a dime. I keep hearing that. You haven't paid me a dime. So maybe this person is someone who has, when it's time for them to pay whatever the agreement was, they have an excuse. They don't have it. They didn't get paid. They're still looking for a job, or give them another day, another week. They got to do for this. They got to do that. They always have an excuse. Okay. So you feel like you are being used. We have the Ace of Swords here. Spirit is saying you are receiving your confirmation that this person is full of jazz, far as holding out on their end of the agreement, saying that they don't have the money to pay you. This person could be actually saving, which they should just simply let you know this. I know I haven't been paying you, but I've been saving and I'm going to be gone in so and so many days. I'm saving for a place. They should really have this conversation with you. Okay? Or this is just maybe one of those people. There are people who are like that, collective, who go around, I forget what they call it. When you go, what is it, sofa surfing or something like that, when you find different people to live off of and they keep all their money to themselves, and while they watch the household struggle to get by, or, watch everybody else pay for everything, and they save their money and pretend like they have nothing, when in reality they're just stacking and stacking and stacking and packing. There are people who are like that. I've known some in my lifetime, yes. Okay. We have the King of Cups here, okay? And so this is your destined energy that you are accustomed to, sitting on your throne, having more than enough, especially when it comes to your peace, okay, and the prosperity, okay? You also feel like the money is moving fast, out of your household, because there's another mouth there who's eating, using water, drinking water, eating food, flicking light switches, and they're not contributing. And that's a major burden. People don't get it when the extra mouth comes into the household. It does cost. It is an expense. It is an expense. Even though it's one person, it still adds up to something. You don't believe me? Ask anyone who's head of household, and they will say, you darn right, that extra mouth does cost. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay? All right. You have so many people. You buy so much toilet paper. I can go on and on. Those extra squares of tissue, it's going to matter. Yes, it's going to matter. How much food you make when you are preparing your portions for dinner, it's going to matter. Now, I'm not speaking in lack nor low vibration. I'm speaking in real ish that goes on in households, and the kind of disagreements that people have, when people don't want to pay their part. It's really not a funny thing to, if someone accepts you and allow you to move in with them to help you out. If you had an agreement of anything, I don't care if they just said, just pay the lights. Well, just pay the lights and pay it on time, pay it in full, because it counts, how many people are squeezing a tube of the toothpaste? It matters. It counts. So we have the Chariot energy here. So this is information coming in. This is some kind of information or communication. Okay. You may get some information about somewhere for this person to go. I don't know if this is going to be a shelter. I don't know if someone's renting a room. This is going to be some kind of housing information, this Chariot energy here, okay? Some kind of housing information. This person may be in their feelings, this Cancer energy here, but they will get over it. They actually should be appreciative, because this information, whether it's a shelter or someone who's renting a bedroom, or they have to be responsible. They won't be in your house anymore, but they will be forced to pay their agreement, pay their rent, whatever the agreement is. They won't be able to jive anyone. They won't be around family. They will be out of your household, okay? But I'm picking up that this Chariot energy is information. Maybe someone is going to tell you through word of mouth, maybe while you're at work, maybe someone hey, I know someone who has a house, they're renting rooms to single people, or I know a shelter, or so go ahead and have that conversation. There are times where we can't be care bears, especially when it's at the cost of our own happiness. You can't spend your life depleting yourself. We're not put here to allow people to walk all over us like we're doormats until we're depleted. We're not put here to be yes men or yes women. We're not put here to receive people's validation by allowing them to just walk over us. And I'm picking up that there's a lot of heavy tension in this home, and it needs to stop. And it's like the nerve, especially if you're living with someone, you haven't paid them a dime. And it's like this person is someone who is just full of toxic energy. They like to keep mess going, even though you've opened your heart and your home to them. And basically, you're taking care of them. It's like it's like you've adopted another child because you're paying for everything and they're not contributing. And then on top of that, they're causing chaos in the home. When they weren't there, your children weren't arguing with each other. It was more peaceful. So that's the difference. The next card we have here is the Hermit, okay? Virgo energy, okay? So I see you, you see how he's humped over there? Can be very depleting. It's time for you to return. I see you taking time, going on reserve once you get this person out of your home, at least for a month or two. Going to work, doing your daily, but kind of isolating yourself and staying to yourself to try to recalibrate the energy within yourself as well as your home. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you might need to cleanse that space when you get out of there. When they get out of there, excuse me, collective. When this person leaves your home, you need to cleanse that space. You need to do some smudging. And if it's a bed they were sleeping on, you might need to throw it out. This person is full of chaotic energy, lots of negative energy. It's taking you a lot of strength with Leo here to maintain and to tolerate. Look at the demeanor of that picture there. It's taking you a lot of strength to maintain and to tolerate. I'm also picking up this person has been with you for over 2 years. This has been going on for over 2 years. That's a long time and that's a lot of excuses. And maybe because this is a relative, you allow the time to go by for as long as it has. Yeah, but surrender your Care Bear and save yourself, collective. Save yourself. The moment that you do, you will return to your King of Coins energy. The balance will be restored in your finances, in your heart, in your home, and in your mind. Peace will be restored. This concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.